Bring all parts close to the stairs and unpack the accessories. It is best to put screws and small parts in a box. Check that the diagonal dimension as well as the total height correspond to the dimensions on the drawing, only then can the installation be done with the dimensions given in the drawing. Take the measurement of the top fixing hole of the last bracket from the drawing. For wall mounting, the measurement can be transferred directly to the wall. When mounting on pillars, place the first pillar at the correct distance from the first step and mark the height of the upper bracket hole. Now also mark the upper fixing hole of the lower bracket, either directly on the wall or on the last pillar, depending on the type of installation. For wall installation, as in this case, now drill the first fixing hole of the upper bracket. For pillar mounting, fix the last pillar with a screw to the floor. Depending on the material of the wall or floor, ensure a secure mounting. Unpack the first rail part and unscrew the stops. Adjust the angle of the rail approximately to the angle shown on the plan. Now hold the rail and fix it to the wall or to the first pillar with the first screw. Use a digital water level to adjust the rail to the angle according to the plan. The upper fixing hole of the lower bracket must match the marking. Minor differences are neglectable. Now drill and glue the lower drill hole and then fix the first bracket. For longer installations, fixings must already be placed in between, so that the rail does not sag. You can place a 2-meter spirit level over the top rail and install it so that it rests evenly all over. In this case, the height of the rail should be adjusted using the required angle. Check again the dimensional and angular accuracy of the installed rail. If installing to the wall, you now can mark and drill all fixing holes. For pillar installations, you can place all pillars onto the stair and fix them to the rail. In the next step, glue in the threaded sleeves. Then, all screws must be tightened well. Clean the rail from drilling dust in between to prevent damage. Bring the platform close to the stairs and unpack it carefully. For easier installation of the platform on the rail, deinstall the 2 battery covers, the upper carriage cover as well as the end stop plates. Also connect the batteries. There are 2 ways of hanging the platform onto the rail: from the lower or from the upper landing. If you want to hang on the platform from below, you have to dismantle the first rail section, move it into the platform and then reassemble it. The advantage is that the power required is lower, however, the installation effort is higher. If the platform is mounted at the upper stop, it is very easy to hang it on, but 2 strong people are needed. To move the platform onto the rail, now, pull the brake lever and wind the lift onto the rail with the hand wheel. Now connect the handset to the lift and check that the emergency stop button is not pressed. Reinstall the end stop plates on the lower carriage. Open the platform carefully. In the next step, install the ramps. During the installation, pay attention that the ring connectors are directed diagonally across the platform. Lead the delivered cable behind the lower pipe from the top to the bottom. Cut the cable to the required length and crimp the delivered cable lugs onto the cables. The black cable of the charger is the negative pole, the white cable is the positive pole. Now crimp the cable lugs onto the cable of the unit at the upper level as well. Now connect the negative pole of the charger to the rail or to the ground of the end stop plate at both stops. Connect the positive pole of the charger to the copper curves of the upper and lower stop. For aluminium rail, connect the white cable of the charger to the copper curve of the upper or lower stop. Connect the positive pole to the second charging curve with a single pole black cable. Connect the charger's ground directly to the rail with the large cable lug. To determine the stop at the bottom, first loosen the unlocking cams and move them completely down. Drive the unit to a position that the polyamide buffers are around 1 to 2 mm above the floor. Press the end stop plate a bit and mark the position with a pen. Do not press the plate too far, as the emergency end stop would get activated then. Install the stop plate so that the metal block at the end of the stop is in line with the marking. Find the correct position of the unlocking cams. The unlocking lever should stop at the very beginning of the horizontal section on the unlocking cam. Also loosen the unlocking cam at the top and push it all the way up. To find the right position, stop the lift at the desired position. There are two levers on the back of the platform. The red one unlocks the upper barrier and ramp. The white one unlocks the lower one. To test if the ramp rests properly at the upper stop, press the red lever fully and lift the barrier arm with some power. The ramp should incline slightly so that it rests evenly under load. Now position the unlocking cams. The unlocking lever should stop at the very beginning of the horizontal section on the unlocking cam. Install the three covers at the upper carriage as well as the main cover for the lower carriage again. Also remove the transport bracket and install the motor cover with the delivered raised M5 countersunk screws instead of the hexagonal cover screws. Finally, open the front cover. If you want to change settings in the menu, move the switch S2 up to get into the service menu. Do not forget to put the switch back in user mode before closing the cover. Adjust the upper carriage so that there is the same distance to the rail on both sides and tighten the 4 screws of the upper carriage inside the platform. Now the Delta is installed. Lehner wishes you good luck with the next installation.